So the machine shop is trashed right now. We've been doing a lot of work in it, cleaning, organizing. I put a little short out a couple of weeks ago where my wife had cleaned the LeBlond and one of my mills, and I had the rest of the shop to do. Well, I've still got the rest of the shop to do. You can kind of see a lot of the debris is gone. Well, maybe you can. Let's see. So a lot of the debris is gone and been sorted out, but there's still a lot to do. And you can kind of see I've got a tarp over this machine, I've got a tarp over this machine, and the reason is because what I'm using is a camera prop right now. So we've started stripping down the Bridgeport Series 2. We've got the head just about done and ready to, we're going to do one more scuff on it with Scotch-Brite, wipe it down, and it'll be ready to prime. And we've got the other side is getting pretty well clean. We've still got this side to do. We've started scraping the doors, getting paint off of them, and so we're getting there. But the reason, excuse the mess, you can see my rags, and this is all the paint that we've scraped off of it in just one day. So we're trying to make some headway on it so I can get it back in service, because we've got the head that we're ready to put on it. So I went to H&W Machine Repair up in, I think it's Fort Wayne, Indiana, and picked up this machine head. This is a Bridgeport Series 2 head that they've completely gone through and redone, and it's ready to go on the machine. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to getting it on there. So we got this one, and in the process I took them my other head that came off of the mill originally. Now, some of the differences, let me get down here. So the biggest difference is right in here on mine. So you can see over here the quill handle. Of course, it's not there, it's over at the mill, but this is your quill feed. So you put the handle on it, you can feed the quill up and down, and then you've got your power switch here. Well, on mine, there's a motor right here that is a power feed for the quill, and this one does not have it. Got a really good deal on this head. I bought it, and then when we picked this one up, I took the other head to them and asked them to go through it and just clean it up, get it back in shape, so that if I ever needed it, I'd have a spare head. Well, this one's got a little bit of a bearing rattle in it, but I knew that buying it, I'm fine with it. For what I'm gonna do, it's perfectly fine. So we were gonna get ready to put this on, and I got a call from H&W telling me that my other head is finished. They knocked it out in a record time, and it's ready to be picked up. So now that I've got my other head ready to be picked up or shipped back to me, and unfortunately it's probably going to be shipped because I'm just swamped right now, it's probably going back on the mill just because it's already got the power feed. Now that one, I'm going to hold on to it. These Series 2 mills are getting harder and harder to find. The repairs are more and more expensive, so if I've got a spare head that's good and something happens again, I'm not down for a year trying to get it fixed. I can get it back up and running in a matter of hours. So we're gonna store that one, lubricate it really good, protect it from moisture and critters, and it'll be stored. So that's the plan there. Hello everybody, hope you're doing good today. It's Wonderful day here in Middle Georgia. A little stressful, but other than that, we're doing all right. So as you can see, I'm in the machine shop. We've started with the prep work and cleanup of the Bridgeport, getting ready for the new head to be put on it. Run into a small snag. We're actually going to have to try to put the head on it before we finish painting all of it. I'll show you why in just a few minutes, but we've got the arm cleaned up, sanded down all the loose stuff off of it, and we've primered it, and we put a coat of gloss smoke gray on it. And this is the same color that the company uses to do the head where they rebuilt it. So we're trying to match it up with that. So getting ready for that. The whole time we've been doing this, I've been thinking about how we were going to put the head on. The head with the motor and the power feed and everything is about 1,000 pounds. Getting it off, we had everything stripped down so 3 people could manhandle it. It weighed about 600 pounds at that point. And the problem is you got to get it, up here to about the 7-foot mark. So I was originally looking at bringing an engine hoist in and trying to do it that way. I don't think that's going to work because the weight's going to be way out here. It's going to want to tip. And most engine hoists, once you get them fully extended, are only good supposedly for about a 500-pound load. This is going to way exceed that, so I don't want to risk tipping it, injuring somebody, or damaging the head. So I'm going to have to come up with something else. The other issue we run into is this is a very small, very tight space. So I'd looked at gantry cranes. Most of them are 10 foot and higher, and then the ones that are really small and compact, they don't want to tell you they can lift that much weight. And so I'm trying to figure that out, but I think we're going to build a gantry crane that is fit to go around this machine and high enough that it can fit the ceiling space that we have so that we can get this in. So I think that's what we're going to do, and then we can use it in other places in the shop as well. But let me take a break. Let me show you why we've got to put the head on before we finish prepping the base of this mill. So let's go outside and I'll show you that. So as you can see, the mill head came in. This is not the way we received it, by the way. The pallet was disrupted, and if we come over here, you can see this was the top of the crepe material. That was the bottom. And you can see that it has holes where forklift forks went through. Well, those forklift forks went through, right about here. And I'll put some pictures in here so that you can see what the crate looked like when we got it. All right, so as you can see, the forklift forks hit right down there around where the motor is. They knocked this kind of catty-cornered over here, but this is the biggest thing it did. It hit right here, and because of that, this whole cover, it sheared off a couple of bolts in there. So a couple of things we're concerned about. Number one is the motor damaged. You can see where it knocked. This was originally, this piece of the head was like sitting on here. So when they hit it, it dropped the quill feed handle down on that block. The other thing it could have done is damaged the power feed. So a couple of things we're concerned about. So now we have to get this picked up, mounted on the mill, and try to see if anything is damaged further than, you know, a couple of broke bolts right there. So that's one we've got to move ahead fairly quickly. Okay, so as you can see, it's been a little bit hectic. So I think this is my third shirt change for this video. That's all right, we'll get it done though. So we've got to move forward from here. We've got to get the head mounted, get it under power so we can check everything out. And we've got to do that pretty quickly. So the next time you see us, we'll be building a gantry crane to be able to pick the head up and put it in place safely. And that's the next thing we got on the agenda. So y'all have a blessed day. Be safe. Help those out that have been affected by the hurricanes. Please reach out to your brother and sister and take care of them. We need to come together as a country and help each other right now. So God bless all of you. I pray you're doing well. I'll see you on the next one.